My dear friends, once more we are welcome to another edition of our program, Demystifying Academic Research. In this program, as the name implies, we try to make academic research understandable at the reach of everybody interested in research. Last session, session 017, we were working on data screening. Let me quickly say that as of now, we are looking at systematic literature review, and we thought that we agreed that there are 6 steps to arrive at a convincing systematic literature review. As of last session, the session number 017, we're working on data screening. Today is session number 018, we're working on data extraction. And tomorrow is session number 01, we're working on analysis and synthesis of your evidence. Now we're working on data screening, data extraction. Once more, my name is Mike Booker, and I encourage all those who are coming for the very first time, please, you are welcome to this great family where we try to share our experiences and little that we know in terms of research methodology, anything about academic research. That's our specialty. For you who is a returning subscriber, we are so grateful and we thank you so very much. Please click the like button, put on the notification button, share your ideas. Drop your comment at the comment section so that we can keep on working and keeping ourselves occupied with this important information that we need to share each time. The data extraction, in simple terms, simply means that it is a retrieval of data or the required information from various sources. Now we take the evidences that are available before us, we pull out information that we think that are necessary to answer our research question. Point blank. Now the next question may be that which are the sources that we need to consult? The sources include the tables, the tables, the figures, the charts, the texts that were available, that we have selected. We consult them. Those are the sources that we're going to consult. And the next question could be that now that we have selected the sources, which area, which part of this text can we get the information that we need? Can we retrieve the right information? And I say one, we go to the summary sheet. At the summary sheet, we look at the general informations. We look at the study design, the criteria of the study, the aims and objectives of the study, the sample size, perhaps of the population that was being studied, and of course the endpoints. 2, you go to the baseline sheet. At the baseline sheet, you look at baseline characteristics like age, sex, marital status. It all depends on the context. Now, the next part is to look at the outcomes/findings sheet, result sheet. Some people call it result sheet. There you look at the outcomes and you ask yourself, what if, for instance, if you was in the biological field, in the medical field, maybe you can say, look at the blood glucose, the blood pressure, and maybe side effect of whatever was happening. Maybe in a scientific, you look at prices. How are prices going up or going down? What are the factors that influence the rise or the drop of price? Demand and supply. Which one weighs more? Look at those parts. Now, those are all, it depends on your context. In the theological or the church field domain, you can look at the churches that were selected for the exercise. Which church performs this way and why? What is the characteristic of a church to be chosen? All this sort of stuff, you look at them. So it all depends on your context. Now that's at the findings stage, the sheet. Now another point is you can decide on your own to have a sample sheet for data extraction. You take a piece of paper, you rule out the lines, and you write the various items that you'll be looking for. The same applies to your textbook, to your computer. You may use an Excel or a normal Word document, and you share so whether you can have the following. The column you may have some maybe the author's name. You may have also the year of publication of the document. You may have a portion for the abstract. You have the DOI. We say DOI means digital object identifier, and they look also the URL. URL means uniform resource locator. Look at also the type of document, the decision and the observation of that document, and then there's a column for that, and then the reasons why they arrive at the decision. If you have a sample data extraction sheet like this, it makes you to retrieve data very fast and easily for you to sort out the information that you need. We thank you very much for listening, and we have come to the end of this particular session that we are dealing on data extraction. Once more, as a recap, these are the stages. We say data extraction is the retrieval of the required data or important information from the selected text or sources. And so the sources could be text, charts, figures, and tables. We take the evidence and pull out the information that we need. And then you may ask, pull out the information from where? From what part of the document can we get the right information? We say for one, you go to the summary sheet, and the summary sheet you can find general information, research design, or the study design, the criteria, the aims and objectives, the size and the endpoints. Now, two, you can go to the baseline sheet. The baseline sheet you have baseline characteristics information like age, sex, whatever, mental status. Now, it depends on the subject anyway. Now, the next one is the outcomes or results sheet, finding sheet. There you will have the outcome of the paper and why. And the last part, you can decide to have a sample sheet that you put out yourself, that you can easily retrieve information. That sample sheet should have spaces for the various items, the following items. One, the computation space for author's name. Two, the year of publication. Three, abstract. Four, DOI. We said DOI means digital object identifier. Five, URL, which means uniform resource locator. Then type of work, decisions and observations, and then reasons for this. If you do this, I guarantee you that you have done a successful data extraction, which will be very useful as we go to the next stage, which is supposed to be to analyze and synthesize our evidences. We'll do that in the next session. That comes up tomorrow, session number 019. Once more, my name is Mike Booker, and I'm happy to have you, my dear friends. Please feel free to drop your comments and make your observations known. We are happy to work in line with your own ideas. What will benefit the most? We will soon come to the end. We will soon finish the 6 stages for systematic historical review. In fact, the next stage, in a few minutes, we'll get the last 2 stages. Then we'll begin something new. What do you want us to talk on? What do you actually want us to demystify in academic research? Drop your comment, and we'll promise that we'll try our possible best to take your comments, and the next topic will be what you have proposed. Thank you very much, and I wish you the best with your studies. See you tomorrow as we'll take the next session 019, which is analyze and synthesize your evidence. Until then, stay safe.